So before we start our discussion and help discussion, I want to tell everyone so I post our slides and materials, tutorials on the cameras. So to post on the files project materials, so you can go there to find all required materials there. So some students want to create an account on Exceed. So please follow the tutorials, suggestion tutorials. It can help you to find where to create the account and how to create this account. So when you complete the tutorial and create your Exceed account, you must to fill out the Google form here. So to tell us what your Exceed username is. So you can go to the OpenEDX course info, you can go to the OpenEDX course info, and when you check the Unit 4 or Unit 3, you can find this Google form. Just click on it and submit your username, Exceed username, so we can, so the AIs can submit your username into the allocation. So this process will take a few days. So to add your username into the allocations, and there's no confirmation email from JetStream or Exceed team. So just try to log into your JetStream account. I think after you submit your Exceed username, you will get the access in 2 days. So just be patient for this processing. So let's go to next. Here, so when you submit your Exceed username in the last week, I think you have got your JetStream access. So just go to this allocation and log in by using your Exceed username password. So I can show you what we should do here. So this is the JetStream homepage. First, I should log out. So here, when you go to the homepage, you click the login button and choose the Exceed and click the continue. Type in your Exceed username and password and click sign in. So you will log into the JetStream. So if you have any questions about the JetStream, about how to log in JetStream, about how to create an account on Exceed, please post your questions on the chat room. I think AIs can help you to figure out what's happening and can help you to solve these questions. So here, when you log in with your username password, you got to this page, and let's go to the next step. So I post a JetStream tutorial on the cameras, and you can go there to get some details about how to use JetStream and how to start a new instance there. So here, so what we are going to do for this discussion is that teach you how to launch an instance. So if you are first time to launch an instance, you did nothing before, and you just it's your first time to log in, you are required to create a project to keep instance. So here, when you first time log into when you first time try to launch a new instance, and you are required to choose an image. When you choose an image there, so the JetStream system will require you to create a project like here. So this is example just here. So it will ask you to create a project. You have to type in the project name and some description on it and click the create button. So when you've done it, you will create a project. This is my project. This is example. So here, let's go back to the slides. So this is the introduction how to create a project for keeping instance for your semester. So here, when you go to the JetStream image list, you will find that there are almost 40 images there. So we have 4 recommendations for you. So if you are, you are familiar with the Ubuntu, so you want to try anything by yourself and do it by yourself, you can try the Ubuntu 14.04.3 development GUI. So it's a good choice for people who use Ubuntu before. So here, this is our sample. So if you try to launch a new instance, click it, and you will find try to use search function Ubuntu. So you will find the several Ubuntu's there, images there. So you can try the Ubuntu here, Ubuntu 14.04.3 development GUI. So this image is support for for people who use Ubuntu before, and I think the student can handle with this, environment and how to use this Ubuntu. So for the student who haven't used Ubuntu before, and we have submit a project image. So this image is developed for our project A. So we will release our project A in next 2 weeks. We will release the project in next 2 weeks. And for this project, you don't need to install MongoDB because we already installed MongoDB there. So let's go to our JStream. Here you can see, you can find this project image here, I535- here. This is our project image. So you can go there and just launch it. So let's go to next slide. So how to launch an instance? First, you choose an image and click on it. So there's a choice for you. I think you could try the project image because you are going to do the project on that image. Then if you start to learn, this image can help you a lot for your project. So when you hear this example here, so okay. So if you have this, you find this image and click this launch button. So you are going to create trying to type in the information about the image and then start to launch the instance. So there are three important things here. So for this basic options window, you have to type in your project name, so and the allocation and the instance size. So here, let's go to next slide, next page. So this is the sample page. First, you create a project before you launch an instance. And so in this page, you have to select your project. And for the allocation resource, so you have to select the TG-CIE 160033. This is our class allocation. Please don't choose other allocation for this project. And the provider, you should choose the JStream Indiana University. Also, for the project A, you should choose the tiny size. I think the tiny size is good enough for you to finish the project. And please don't use other extra large size for that. When you finish like this, options there, just click the launch instance. So here, this is the original instance name. I think this name is good enough, and the basic image version should be the 1.0. It's stable, and that's your project name there, and choose the TG-CIE 160033, and choose the JStream Indiana. So there are 6 sizes there. So the rest 5 size, this 5 size is too large for this project A. So just choose the smallest one, the M1.10, the tiny size. And when it's done, just click the launch instance button. So see, when you go there, let's see the size first. Okay. So when you click the launch instance button, you will go to this page. See the green part. So when you create an instance, the JStream is going to create remote machine for you. So here, this screen shows that the machine is working, it's deploying there on remote machine. So on your JStream page, you will see this. This image is we just create in last minutes. So here, so it's active, it's networking. Also, the machines is deploying for you. So when you go there, you can find some information. So the status is active, but it's still waiting for remote machine to deploy it. And there's some basic information for the image, like it's tiny size, then it has an IP address and some information here. So when you finish, when the machine finish deploying your image on machine, so there will be a green dot and the active status there. So when you see this information on your screen, it means your machine is already, and you can find your IP address here. Also, just click on this image name there, so you will go to the detail page. So let's see that. So we don't use this sample image. I already run an image for you for this discussion. So click on this image name. You will go to the image details. So it's green dot means the machine is running there, and this machine has an IP address and some information about this image. So go to next. So there are several things here. So you can use this IP address to connect the instance remotely. So before you do that, you have to add your SSH key into your JetStream account. So we will talk about how to generate SSH key and in next few minutes. So when you see the green dot and the machine is active, so you can hit the open web shell to access JetStream remotely. So this is the sample here. So when this open web shell is working, you can see this remote screen here. So this is what we get from the open web shell. So you can do anything here. You can just type in some command to see what's happening, like here, like typing ls to see the list of things there. So sometimes the terminal, the online terminal doesn't work. So it will always loading there. So you can go here, click this button. Click this close workspace button. Close this workspace button. It will close this connection and reopen one for you. Click on it. It will reopen one for you, so you can start on it. So someone posted a question about our slides, so you can check it. Yes, you don't need to add SSH key to access web shell. So yes, so for students, okay, let's check. Okay, got that. So when you open so this is our project image. So that means the MongoDB is already installed in the image. So when you open the online terminal, so you will see you can start to run the MongoDB. Okay, Mongo type of it. Okay, so MongoDB is running there. So you don't need to install MongoDB there. Also, we build the environment in this image for your project. So you just need to transfer files into this image and follow the introduction step by step. You can finish the project. So let's go back to our slides. If you have any question, post it on the chat so I can help you to figure out how to solve this question. So let's go to next slides. So, okay, so if students want to use, try to launch Ubuntu 14.4.3. So it's the development GUI. So that's a good try for you because sometimes you have to develop by yourself. So you can follow this documentations to install MongoDB. I think these documentations can give you a very clear installations and how to install the MongoDB on your image. Just follow this step by step and you can get it. So if you use i535-i435-b69 project A image, you don't need to install the MongoDB. But so for this MongoDB, before we submit this MongoDB image to the JetStream, so we have to secure the MongoDB. It means we have to limit the MongoDB access. So when you got your MongoDB, so so let's check our JetStream. I hope the image is running there. Our create image. Okay, so we create this image in last several minutes. So let's open web shell. So let's open it. Can see that this connection doesn't work. So you have to close it and reopen it. Yeah, see, you open it. So let's see, it's empty. So for these images, I mean, there's nothing there, just the MongoDB. So when you try to run the MongoDB, so and try to show database, says show, oh no, typo there, sorry, DBS. Okay, so it means your access is denied because you have to get a certification there. So on the slides, I give you some information how to modify the MongoDB configuration configuration file, how to disable this raw access. So first, you can find your MongoDB configuration file at least path. So here, no, that's not my terminal, sorry. Okay, so go to the terminal here. First exit is MongoDB. So here, so your MongoDB configuration should be here, at least place. I mean, etc and Mongo. Here, this is your MongoDB configuration file. So what do you have to do? So you need to, so let's go back to the slides. So you need to use the Vim editor to modify it. So please use sudo, I mean this admin rule to do that, because the normal access cannot modify this file, just copy paste these lines into the terminal, sudo vi, and the list commands, list path. So let's do that. Okay, not my terminal. Okay, so first let's see what's this configuration file looks like. So okay, so here, so before you edit it, you can see there are a lot of configurations there. So what you have to do, you have to disable these two lines. So just follow the command sudo vi etc mongodb.configure. Press the enter button. You will go inside into this configuration file and go down. And so let's go to next page. So press I on your keyboard to enter the insert mode and add this symbol in front of security and authentication enabled. So here, this is example. So let's go to our configuration file. So here, please enter I in your keyboard. So when you enter I, you will see that insert mode is there. So just make these two symbols there. So disable these two parts. And when you done it, you could press ESC button and hit this symbol there, this string there, to save and quit. So here, let's go back to our screen. So when you done it, hit the ESC button. So it means you quit the insert mode and type in W, comma, and WQ, right and quit. So press the enter button. So you're done. So it means you have, so let's go back to see what's happening on the Mongo configuration file. So see, you disable these two lines there. So when you done this, you have to restart your MongoDB server because the change is not updated into the MongoDB server. You have to restart your MongoDB server. So just copy this line into the terminal, then restart the MongoDB server. So let's start it. Let's do it. Okay. So it's the sudo sudo server MongoDB restart. Sudo servc MongoDB. So when you see it, so first the MongoDB service will stop, and then MongoDB server will start. When you done that, when you log into your MongoDB, just open the MongoDB, just type in Mongo there. So you'll find there, type the show DBs there, you will find all information that are listed on the screen. And there's no raw access limitation there. So you can just go to the project A, and show collections there. You can see all information. So I already create a database in the MongoDB for the project. The database name is Project A, and I create a collection in this database, in this Project A database. And so actually this file is empty, I think. Oh, sorry. file.file. So this is the basic Mongo shell. So see, it's empty, so we can count it. It says there's a 0 document there. So when you modify the MongoDB configuration file and restart the MongoDB server, just follow these 2 steps, these 4 steps. Modify the MongoDB configuration file, and add 2 symbols in the script and in front of these 2 lines, and restart the MongoDB server. So you can you can use your MongoDB without any raw access limitation. So here, so this is some samples here. So you can do what you like to do. You can insert data. So for this MongoDB, so because we are going to use this image for your project, it means, so we build the environment for you. You don't need to build anything. And we are going to use this Project A database. We are going to use the profile collection. Please don't remove this database. Please don't remove this collection, because the project data will be inserted into this place. So actually, for your personal research, I mean for your research about MongoDB, so you can try to create another database. Like you can use database, like use this database, and you can create other collections there. So and you can also db dot you can insert anything, do anything there, something like that. Just please don't remove this, I mean profile Project A, don't insert anything into this place, because if you insert it and you forget to delete this insert document in this profile collection, so the program will be failed because there's the unknown data there. So here, let me get something. Okay, so this is what I insert into this collection. So also you can delete it. So here, no, this is what we have for our project image. So does anyone have questions about this image? So you can try to launch this image and follow these tutorials there. So I want to show you the the raw access limitation there. So before, here, let's go back to our terminal, image. So before you modify the MongoDB configuration, so let's see what's happening there, etc mongo.df. So we have updated our MongoDB configuration there. We disable the security authentication there. So if we don't, let's go back. If we don't modify this document, so we allow to use raw access limitation there in MongoDB, what we should do? So I just list this extra slides, extra page for the student who want to learn this part. So if you are familiar with MongoDB, there's a authentication there for different database, so you can use it. So let's go back to modify this MongoDB configuration to the original one. So here we want, insert, enable, not disable. We want to enable this security there and save it. Restart, sudo service, and MongoDB restart. start. Okay, no. Sudo, look here, BICE. So to stop and restart MongoDB again. When we go back to MongoDB, when we try to show DBS, it's allowed. So you can use, because for this part, there's a raw access there, so you cannot see any database there. So, but you already know there's a project A, project A database there. You can go there and type in here. So in here, there's the password and username password there. Just copy this command into the terminal. So let's do that. The username is MongoDB and password is MongoDB. So let's db.auth MongoDB and MongoDB. So one means it's true. So now let's show collections. You can see the profile. If you don't type this command on the terminal, you cannot show the profiles collections there. So let's go back to show the database. I think yes, still denied because we don't have that access. So for this point, you should use admin access to do that. So this is the admin. So we create an admin. I create an admin database in the MongoDB. So you have to go to the admin and enter the password and username there. So let's go back to our admin database. So let's go back to admin there. Okay, someone has a question there. Let's go check what's happening. Yes, so because that's individual image, individual image. So you just do the project in your image. You don't have you won't share any document. You won't share any MongoDB there. So that's your image. You should type in. You should type in. Okay, you should type in sudo vi etc mongodb.configure. Seems like you should type in that. Not this path. That's the path for the MongoDB configuration file. So let's go back to our admin. So now right now we are in admin. I think they can show you admin. Okay, so we want to enter our password and username. So password is MongoD and MongoD. So it's show 1, so it means true. If we type in other username and password, will show 0, it means it's false. So here, let's show DBS. See, if we get the admin access, we can show everything there. So for the project, I don't want the student to use this admin, use this raw access control, because for your program, so we already developed a program, Java program for the project. There, we don't want student to apply the username and password in the program. So please just follow this tutorial. You should disable the authentication there. You should disable the raw control there. So just follow it. Just follow. Here. Just follow. No, not here. Follow the page 13. Yeah, just follow the page 13 to modify the MongoDB configuration file, and you are ready for the project, and there's no crashes, there's no issues about the project. So, did anyone have questions about the JetStream, about the instance? So next step, I'm going to talk about how to generate the key, SSH key, and how to add it into the JetStream. So if you have a question about the JetStream, about the instance, about the image, you can post it on the chat room, so I can help you to solve it. Oh no, it's not. It's the sudo, not the sudo. It's sudo. Yeah. So you don't. Please just. Okay. So first, so let me solve this question. So why the sudo MongoDB configuration? Did anyone try to launch the project image? So because someone said that he cannot type in sudo there. So let me erase it. So it should be, can you see my screen? It should be, let's see sudo. Hold on. Yeah, anyway, so first, let's see. So when you type in pwd, you can see this directory. So sudo etc. Make sure there's no typo there, like because typo if you use type mng. Okay, where's Mongo? Oh, not vi. Okay, so let me finish this part. So make sure there's no typo, just follow this. Let me copy this for you guys. Yeah, I think that's the terminal you should see and should use. So guys, if you have questions, just copy this sudo, this line. I just post it on chat room, so just copy it. If you want to use MongoDB, you should type in if you MongoDB, not Mongo, the typo, still typo. Okay. So can anyone go to the MongoDB configuration file and edit it? I think there's no issue about. Oh, I think you use the wrong image. Do you use this image? I think you should use this image. I5 supposed to be fine. B669 project. MongoDB is not in. Hold on, let's close it. Let's go back to C. So there should be no questions. I tested several times. Seems like, what's happening there? Hold on. No comments are working after I. So it means it's working now? Because it's confusing that the image is already built there and I launched it several times, but there's no such issue. The MongoDB is there. Can anyone give me more information about that? Well, there are a lot of. So if there's an issue there, we have to resubmit another image for the project. Seems like no one tried this image before. So, so if you start a project image, can you try to run MongoDB, type in Mongo to see is the MongoDB installed into the image? Because I'm confused that I'm wondering that the JStream team maybe remove all these things from the image. They have right to remove all this stuff or remove all application from the image. Okay, thank you. It'll take a long time to deploy the image. So yeah, it takes about 10 minutes to deploy the machine. So if you have a question about, if you have trouble, issue about logging into the MongoDB, go to the MongoDB configuration file. Can you copy paste this, lines into chat room so I can figure out what's happening? So for this project, we encourage the student to use JetStream because we think it's a good chance. Professor think it's a good chance to do that. So we not encourage students to do that because some computer has low performance and there's no guarantee about they can finish the project in time. So yeah, if so, because when you finish your project, you need to submit a report about what you have done. So we won't check your database. We won't check your local machine or the JStream machine. So I think that's very open question. Like, can we use local JStream? Can we use a VMbox? But I think, yeah, it's allowed. But if you have any questions about environment, about MongoDB, so we cannot help you. Okay, so it's done. There's no issue about it. So some students want to use the VMbox. So I asked Professor about this question. So it seems like the project A is very easy. But for the project B, we need a very strong performance machine because there are several gigabytes data there. So maybe maybe the VMbox will take several days to run program to load the data. So it's not a good idea for you to finish project. And so anyway, we encourage you to use JetStream. I think they are the same thing without I think there's so people want to use VMbox because there's a GUI interface, graphical interface there. And actually, there's no difference between our atmosphere and JetStream and VMbox. So right now, you cannot see any GUI symbol there. So, but when you restart it, I think when you restart the project, you will find web desktop. So still, when you click on it, you can go to the GUI interface. So I think it's good for you to do something here. So if you don't have any, so for the week we release our project, we will discuss the questions about the project in the discussion session. You can ask questions about it. You can share your ideas about the project. For this discussion, we just want you to know how to use JetStream. So just be patient about our project. So does anyone have questions about JetStream, about the image? So if there's no question, I will go to the next topic, how to generate your SSH key for your computer. So okay, so let's go to the topic about how to generate the key for the JetStream. So I posted a tutorial on the Canvas. So you can go there and find it. So let's go to our here. So for the Windows system, so here, first, if you haven't if you already know your public key, you can just copy it and hold on, let me close it. And copy paste it into this setting registering here. Just copy it. Make sure you click this button that enable SSH key access. So click this plus button, then just attach something there. Just copy paste your public key there and submit it. Okay. Someone have a question about it. So. Okay. So I mean, this means the project image is okay for you for our future work. So it's great. So let's go back to our SSH key. So here, if you create a key before, but you forget your public key, that's normal thing. So you can download the PuTTY generation application to generate or to help you load to find the public key. So when you open this application, you will get this window. So if you find your private key file, just click this load button to load this file into the PuTTY generation key generator, and type in your password. If you don't forget your password, okay. So make sure you don't forget the password. And when you done it, you can get your public key here in this field. Just copy paste it into your JetStream account, so you will get it. So if you don't generate key before, just follow the steps. Choose the SSH -2 ISA, then click the generation button, and the public key will appear on this field. Just copy paste it, but make sure you have to save the private key. Just click this save private key button here and save this key to your local disk. Make sure you don't miss your private key file, because you have to use this private key file when you try to connect to the JetStream. So for the Mac student, if you already got your SSH key, so you just go to try these 2 command lines to find your public key, because because the key will randomly saved to this place or to that place. So it's up to your choice. So before, okay. So if you don't generate a key before, so here just follow these 5 steps, and you will. So the step 4 will copy the public key, and you just need to paste it into the JetStream account. So some students ask, can we have 2 public key? Can we have 2 keys for one computer? So seems like for Mac, it's impossible, because when you recreate a key to write into the same place, then the old key will be removed. So seems like for Mac, you can have 2 keys. But for the Windows, you can have 2 keys. So you just for this Windows, you just save the private key file in the local disk, and when you connect to the connect to the instance, you have to load the proper private key by using PuTTY. So it seems like you can have 2 private keys, but it's not a good idea to use 2 private keys. 2 keys. So sometimes you will use the wrong key to connect the wrong machine. So just make sure you keep 1 key there. Just keep 1 key, or make sure you know what key. Which machine uses what kind of key. So make sure you know that. So there's another thing. Does anyone have questions about the SSH key? Just to follow tutorials. I think this tutorial can help you, because I test these tutorials on my machine. So it can work for Windows and it can work for Mac. Does anyone have questions about this one? So because we only have 4 minutes left. So someone have a question? Okay, that's cool. So you know, web share, sometimes web share is very slow because it's I mean, it's another remote. So the web share open another remote connection to the instance. So it will be very slow. So you can use your local machine to connect to the image. It's very, I mean, the connection is very quickly. So I encourage you to do the SSH work. So I think there is another tutorial. Let's go back to another tutorial. I think there, okay, I should not close it. So let's go back on another tutorial. I think transfer files will, not transfer files. Okay, I think just string tutorial can show you some. Should I create a VM for another email? So I have to use. Yeah, you can use the same SSH key for both classes. Yeah. So when you go back to the JString tutorial, you have to find a way to log into the image. So still, you can go to the JString wiki page. It has a very clear introduction about how to connect to the image. So let's go back to our log into your image. So first, you have to add your key. Then you can use SSH for Mac or use party for Windows. So make sure that's your instance IP address, not your local machine address. So there's some question. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, okay. You can join the. I mean, you can join the next session. So we will cover the same thing. Okay. So there are 2 minutes left. So just to follow this tutorial, so you can use your local terminal, local terminal to connect to the local application to connect to the instance. So yeah. So anyway, so if you have any questions about JetStream, about how to use image, you can go to this JetStream public wiki. So the wiki has a lot of questions about the issues. So you can go there to find your questions and you can solve by yourself. You know, it's a good chance for a student to debug something, to deploy a machine there. That's a very good experience for students there. So if you don't have any questions, we have to end this class in time because we have to start another discussion. Also, you can, if you have any questions about the image, you can post your questions on the Piazza. So because we will start to do our project in next 2 weeks in the unit 6, in week unit 6. So we don't have much time to figure out the issues because when we release the project, we think you already know the project. You already know the instance. You already know how to use the instance. So please, I mean, just try to launch the project image, try to modify the MongoDB configuration, and try to do some tests, some research on the MongoDB. So it will help you to finish, to do some preparation for the project. Also, for the students who haven't submitted your Exceed username, please submit it as soon as you can because it will take about 2 days to process the application. So maybe sometimes there's some issues there, some issue on the system, so you cannot log into your JStream account even though you submit your username. So please do submit your Exceed username as soon as you can, so we can help you to figure out what's happening. Okay, we can help you to solve the questions. So anyone, do you have any more questions about the JetStream or about the project image? Just so we don't have enough time right now, so just post it on the Piazza. So I think I can help you on these questions. So if you don't have any questions, I have to end this discussion and start another discussion. What means adventure? Is there a Mongo sample DB like? It's a good question. So right now I cannot answer this question right now. So can you post this question on Piazza so I can after the discussion I can go there and answer your questions on that post. Thank you. So I have to end this discussion right now and to start another discussion. Okay, got that. Okay, let's end this meeting.